Yes, yes.
मेरे को हटा सकते हो आप. Please remove me.
You will introduce now, Vaibhav.
वैभव हम कर लेंगे, तुम कंटिन्यू करो.
Hi sir, it's a pleasure to have you on board.
Thank you so much. The pleasure is mine to be a part of this. Right.
So officially, हम लोग start करते हैं without wasting any more time. What say, guys? Are you ready? Aryan?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So, as everyone knows,
Hello,
we have
Aryan.
Mukund sir with us. Yes. So, let me say a few words about us, Conto Life. So, Conto Life.
Monty Chachu?
Yeah, yeah.
Monty Chachu? मेरी वीडियो ऑन नहीं हो रही.
Okay, Arna, साइड में वीडियो का बटन है, आप प्लीज उसे क्लिक कर लो. Okay, thank you. Actually, my niece is also joining from another phone.
Wow. Okay.
So, Conto Life is unique spiritual path for today's chaotic life. It is a group of heroes who want to discover their uniqueness and through it want to make an impact on the world. Conto Life is founded by our master Shivo and our beloved Mansi. And a hero is born is a program to discover and nurture the unique potential of kids created by Mansi and Shivo. And we are the coaches, Ranjana, Rupali, me, Vaibhav, and Piyu Didi. So tonight we have our hero Aryan interviewing Mukund sir. As everyone knows, Mukund sir is the co-founder of the Kabir's Cafe.
Just refer to me as Mukund. Sir is too much. Just Mukund. That's fine.
So Mukund is the co-founder of Kabir's Cafe, and he's also an amazing musician. So all over to you, Aryan.
हेलो मुकुंद, कैसे हो?
अरे एकदम बढ़िया. आप कैसे हो?
मैं आज खेलने गया था.
हाँ, thank you so much.
न्यू सॉन्ग कौन सा है?
अभी न्यू सॉन्ग जल्दी आ रहा है, बस 2 हफ्ते में आएगा. न्यू सॉन्ग.
I like that 84 की.
You like 84? Thank you so much.
सदगुरु ने मेरा मन तोड़ दिया.
अरे क्या बात. और अभी 2 हफ्ते में और नया गाने में आने वाले, तो अब सुनो. ओके
ओके,
बाय.
प्रणाम मुकुंद सर.
अरे हेलो अरविंद, प्रणाम.
Mansi Masi, should we start?
Yes, Aryan, we will start. Okay.
Welcome Mukund sir.
Hi.
First question is, what inspired you to become a musician?
Sorry, I'll tell you. When I was a kid, right, I saw one of my cousins play the violin. Okay. And I just wanted to learn that instrument. So I picked it up and I started, right? That's how my journey with music and the journey with the violin began, right? There was no intention to become a full-time musician, right? I studied, I finished my engineering, I was working. And on Saturday, Sundays, whenever I used to get time, I used to do concerts or give performances and everything, right? Then Kabir Cafe happened. And, slowly one thing led to the other. Then we left our jobs and just focused on, focused on the band. That way, I changed from being a part-time musician to a full-time musician.
Why? Thank you. Why did you choose the instrument violin? Because there are other instruments too.
Yeah, see, the thing is, when I was so young, I saw my cousin playing the violin when I was 4. At that time, I didn't even know other instruments existed. So when I saw the violin, I liked it. I started playing that. Then once I started playing that, then I just continued that. So at 4, when I was 4 years old, I didn't know that other instruments like a guitar or a mridangam or a drums existed. So I was not spoiled for choice. I had only one choice with me, violin, and I pursued that.
Mukund sir, do you play other instruments or only one?
I play only the violin.
Okay. Mukund sir,
Mm-hmm.
can you tell us little bit about your band Kabir Cafe?
So, see, I'll tell you. Kabir is a 15th century mystic, right? And he basically spoke about the realities that he observed. Okay, he was in the 15th century. That is what, now 700 years back. So he lived 700 years back, and he spoke about. He just saw everything around him, and he spoke about love. He spoke about humanity. He spoke about oneness. He spoke about gender equality. All these things which are still relevant today. Okay, still we are fighting for, we are saying that men are bigger than women, all that stuff. It's all happening today in our society. 700 years back, Kabir said that that's all not right. Everybody is equal, right? So he spoke about all these basic realities, right? So that's what Kabir is. And Neeraj, who is a singer, he picked up Kabir after seeing this documentary called Had Anhad by Shabnam Virmani. Then I met Neeraj. So he said, I only know to sing Kabir. I said, I only know to play the violin. So we started playing together. The others joined in. And then that's how Kabir came and Kabir Cafe was formed.
Mukund sir, do you feel the Kabir chose you all?
Yes, Aryan, that's a lovely question. Yes, I do think so. Because, see, the thing is, as I told you, when I was doing my engineering, I had no plans of being a full-time musician, right? So, the band was formed in 2013, okay? And in 2012, I didn't even know such people exist in this universe. How did we all come together and form this band? There was some energy that brought us all together. There was some energy that came into picture that just got us all together. And that energy for me is Kabir. And hence I say that Kabir chose us. We did not choose Kabir.
That's a lovely insight. Can you guide me? Wait a minute. मुकुंद सर, मेरे ना थोड़ा फ्रेंड्स है. मेरा एक फ्रेंड पियानो बजा सकता है, मेरा एक बजा सकता है, तो मैं उन्हें घर पे बुलाने वाला हूँ. और जब मैं तब बुलाऊंगा जब उनकी इंस्ट्रूमेंट्स आ जाएंगे और उन्हें बुलाऊंगा, फिर मैं ना एक सॉन्ग तैयार करूंगा.
ओके.
तो आपका, क्योंकि आप ऑलरेडी.
अरुण, आपका वॉइस ब्रेक हो रहा है, क्या आप रिपीट कर सकते हो प्लीज?
ओके. कैन यू हियर मी?
I can hear you now. Yes, I can.
ओके. मेरे एक फ्रेंड को गिटार आता है, एक फ्रेंड को पियानो आता है, तो फिर मैं ना जब एक बैंड फॉर्म करूंगा बच्चों का, तो उन्हें घर पे जब उनके सारे इंस्ट्रूमेंट्स आ जाएंगे, इंस्ट्रूमेंट्स नहीं है तो मेरा एक फ्रेंड उसके पास पियानो, उसे बुला लूंगा, पियानो बजाता है, और मेरी बहन का गिटार है तो जो गिटार बजाता है उसे दे दूंगा। फिर मैं ना उन्हें एक सॉन्ग बताऊंगा, तो उनके साथ एक साथ बजाएंगे, ऐसा करना है। तो कोई एडवाइस है क्या, क्योंकि आपके पास मतलब आप ऑलरेडी एक बैंड में हैं, तो
अरे पहला चीज है ना,
मेरा मतलब
आप म्यूजिक सीखते हो?
हाँ, मैं ड्रम्स बजा सकता हूँ।
वेरी नाइस। तो अब आपका उम्र कितना है? हाउ ओल्ड आर यू?
9 years old.
9 years. तो अरे द थिंग इज मेरे हिसाब से आप लोग को अभी फोकस करना चाहिए सीखने में, है ना। बैंड कभी फॉर्म हो जाएगा, ऑटोमेटिकली हो जाएगा अगर आप सीखते रहेंगे तो, है ना। तो आप जरूर कोशिश कीजिए, मैं नहीं बोलूंगा कि आपको अभी नहीं फॉर्म करना चाहिए। यू कैन फॉर्म अ बैंड, देयर आर पीपल हु फॉर्म्ड बैंड्स इन 6th standard 7th standard as well, right? But don't leave learning, always continue your learning process, है ना। जस्ट बिकॉज आप लोग 4 लोग मिलके कुछ आपने कंपोज किया या कुछ क्रिएट किया, आपका जो सीखने का जर्नी है उसको स्टॉप मत कीजिए। दैट्स द ओनली थिंग।
So Mukund, I want to add here कि Aryan is actually taking exams and getting certified from the Royal School of Music in London. So he has given his first exam, and next year he's going to give the another exam, and his goal is to excel in that and get distinction in that this time.
Oh wow, that's awesome. Continue,
So we
Aryan,
have a
just keep up
video
the good
also.
work.
Yeah, we have a video. I think Kavita, would you will also share later on about him playing the drum?
Sure, Mansi. Hi, Mukund. How are you?
Hello, Kavita.
He's so excited and inspired by you. Well, I cannot just explain. He's waiting to meet you. So next time we're in Mumbai, we'll surely want to catch up some time with you. So
Definitely.
yeah, so he wants to, like form this band, so he was like, क्या कैसे हम लोग साथ में रह सकते हैं, it's a big question, क्या करना चाहिए, like, as a part time this thing. So that's
Right.
what his question is.
So I think it happens naturally. There is just keep learning, and practice together as well. That's the two things. You have your own practice which you do individually for your own growth in your own instrument, and then as well as when you are talking about a band, it's very important that you guys practice together as a group as well. Both of these are very important in keeping the band together and progressing forward.
थैंक यू मुकुंद सर। मुझे आपको बताना था कि मुझे इंजीनियरिंग भी करनी है और म्यूजिक भी सीखना है।
बिल्कुल, आप आराम से कर सकते हो, इंजीनियरिंग भी कर
बैलेंस
सकते हो
कैसे कर सकते हैं?
आराम से। ऑल यू नीड टू डू इज प्रैक्टिस। आपको कितना करना है? 1 hour a day, बाकी 23 hours है। 8 घंटा आप सो जाओगे या 9 घंटा सो जाओगे, 2 घंटा खेलोगे, तो भी आपका 4 घंटा है मिनिमम पढ़ने के लिए। बस है, इंजीनियरिंग के लिए बहुत काफी है। 4 घंटा आप पढ़ोगे तो अच्छा डिस्टिंक्शन में पास हो जाओगे।
मैं तो जर्मनी जाने वाला हूँ।
अरे बहुत बढ़िया कंट्री है।
मैं ऑटोमोबाइल इंजीनियरिंग करना चाहता हूँ।
वंडरफुल, इट्स अ वंडरफुल लाइन। सो बिल्कुल आपको करना चाहिए। ऑल द बेस्ट फॉर दैट।
मुझे आपको एक क्वेश्चन पूछना है।
बोलो ना।
Who is your inspiration, sir?
I have, you know what, this is a very funny thing, but I take inspiration from a lot of people. First and foremost, my father, my mother, right? There are a lot of things about them that inspire me. My sir, my guru who I learned from. And there are so many people in this group who inspire me. I also take inspiration from my bandmates, because I think, in every person, you will find one quality or two qualities or three, whatever it is, that you feel like, yeah, even I want to learn this or I want to be like this. And I think that is inspiration for me. So wherever I see somebody, if I connect with somebody, if I like something about that person becomes my inspiration because I want to be like.
That's so beautiful, sir. Uh, sir, how do you? What is your advice for me to excel in music?
Just practice. Practice is the only thing that can lead one person to excel in music. There is nothing other than that. Just practice and practice regularly. That is it. If you say that I want to practice 4 days in a week, good. But make sure that in that 4 days you practice. And you don't need to practice for 10 hours. Practice for 1 hour. If someday you're very busy, do it for 30 minutes. But practice. Practice at least 4 to 5 days a week. That's it.
Okay, sir. Thank you. How is your journey to be a full-time musician, sir?
The journey has been fantastic. And we are working on something new because the pandemic came. A lot of our concerts got stopped, were not happening. So we are working on a new album. So very soon our new album will be launched. And this journey as a musician has been great. There's been lots of ups and some downs as well. But I think that, both are important. Unless and until you don't have pain, you don't know what joy is. So it's important to have everything in life. And it's a beautiful journey.
How music helps you to?
Arun, can you repeat that? Your voice was breaking, sorry.
Hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
phone लेके गए
10 minutes, sir.
Hello? Arun, your voice is breaking again.
Yeah, okay. Can you hear me now, sir?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Tell me.
How the music helps you with the cope down.
Okay. See, the thing is, there are a couple of things. Music does help me many times, but not 100% of the times as well. Okay. Sometimes you go through a down where you don't feel like you're not in the space or you're not in the zone or you don't feel like playing music. Right? There are times when you feel, and I just play the violin. And at that time, there is nothing that I really plan. I don't plan something. I just take the violin, sit down, close my eyes, and whatever I want to play, I'll just play. So for me, at that time, when I want to express, it is just like expressing my emotions through the violin. And whenever we express ourselves fully, I think we feel better. But at the same time, I have to be really honest with you. It's not that every time I have a down, do I go back to the violin? Sometimes I like to just sit down. Sometimes I like to talk to somebody about it. So I do a lot of things. But when I do rely on music a couple of times, at that time I just close my eyes, take the violin and play whatever I want to play. That's about it.
Thank you, sir. And we are so excited to share if you share your album with us.
I definitely will. I definitely will.
Or can you play something on violin for me today?
Arun, I would have loved to. I know people have been requesting on the group as well. My house has just undergone a renovation, so my violins are all here and there. So today, I'm sorry, you will have to excuse me, but very soon what I can do is I will play the violin, make a recording and send it to you. Sure?
Sure, sir. And I want to meet you personally.
Definitely. Whenever you're in Mumbai, just come and I'll meet you for sure. Okay?
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, Aryan. Lovely talking to you.
So,
Over to you, Vaibhav Bhaiya.
thank you, Anand. That was amazing. Beautiful conversation between both of you. And Mukund, I also have a few questions because, to be honest, I am a very big fan of Kabir's Cafe, and not just me, my whole group, my brother, and everyone, we just rejoice in your music. What you guys are doing is just tremendous, and it's amazing. In fact, for the youth, what you are doing, because to be honest, we were not too much familiar with Kabir Das Ji's dohes. Yeah, we read him when we were student, when we were very young. But transforming those dohas into music and in such beautiful rhythm, like since morning, I'm just मैं वही गुनगुना रहा हूँ, क्या लेके आया जगत में क्या लेकर जाएगा. And so my question is, like how Kabir Das ji, like because it's completely a different approach, and definitely this approach has also helped you guys to become, because I don't think so anyone else is doing in such a way. Like, you chose a mystic, a beautiful poet, and then transformed his duas into your music. And I feel people are connected. People connect with your music and the words of Kabir Das. That's why you guys are pretty famous, right? So, आप लोग कैसे अपनी लाइफ में कबीर दास जी को in words को अपनी लाइफ में you know what I mean?
Yeah, I get that. See, Vaibhav, how exactly? Honestly, we try a lot. We try to apply things. Okay, not that you can apply that 100%. It's not possible. I mean, at least I have to be very honest about this, right? But whatever it is, we try to apply. Like, for example, it starts with understand the meaning of a song, right? Number one, right? Kabir has written so many. I mean, he's spoken so many things that his followers have written down to it, right? So first of all, do I relate to that song? That is my number one thing, right? Second, how much of that can I apply in my life? So it is a process, and we are learning when we are trying to apply as much as we can, right? A lot of things we do apply. Like, I mean, I think today we are in a place where we embrace equality. We want to make sure that everybody is equal. Everybody has a platform. At the same time, ultimately, we are all individuals, temperamental individuals, right? You have your own share of fights, ups and downs as well. But we do make it a point that before we get on the stage, right, there is no animosity between any two people. It's cleared before we get on stage, because the thing is, the stage is a very pure space, and for audience to like, I can only make the audience will only enjoy it only when I am enjoying myself, or when I am enjoying what I'm performing. And for that, my mind state has to be completely happy, joyful. So we try to make that. So these are small little things that we I won't say it's a rule. It's just something we've learned from experience, where we feel that if we have to give our best, we need to be in a best mind state. And when we are happy with the performance, people around us enjoy it a lot. So that's how it is.
Okay, that was amazing. So one thing which just came into my mind is when you guys
Vaibhav, just 1 minute. Just 1 minute. Since Arun is still here, let's take a moment. Because this is a very so Mukund, Arun just turned 9. He just turned 9 last week. This is his very first interview. Arun is also an inventor. Is Arun here? Is Kavita here?
Yes, Mansi Masi.
Yes. Can you bring the spotlight on him, please? this is his very first interview. He's an inventor kind, he's constantly building devices. And he has had, like, with cardboard and all, he has built, like, like something like nunchucks, and he comes up with his own weapons, and he creates them and he recreates them. So he's the really inventor kind of guy. And so one thing, I had a vision when you both were talking of him inventing a new instrument. I don't know, like it just came, you both were talking, he was talking to you about of this, and suddenly this came to me that he might one day invent his own instrument. And so really I wanted to share that, Arun. And also, it takes a lot of, what did you think, Mukund, about the interview? I invite everyone. I know a lot of people have been sharing, but Mukund, what do you think about Arun interviewing you? How was it for you? Do
It
you
was
have any advice
fantastic.
for him?
I can't fathom interviewing somebody. Forget 9 years old. I can't even imagine doing that maybe 2 years back. I used to feel so conscious. I would be so anxious about it, so scared. So to, have questions planned and, ask those things confidently. I think that was fantastic.
So Arun, we are
Thank you,
so
sir.
proud of you.
Thank you, Mansi.
Yeah. So please
Tell when I started playing drums. When I was in junior or senior KG.
Oh, okay.
That long.
Oh, so you are
Mansi,
very
can we see
experienced in playing
Aryan's
drums.
video or something playing the
Yeah,
drums?
please.
Can we see Aryan?
Yes. Now.
Yeah,
Thanks.
Vaibhav, you want me to?
Yeah, then we can play. We have one video of Aryan's.
And then we'll continue, because I know so many people, like, Vaibhav has questions, so many people have, and then we'll continue with the.
I think somebody needs to take over from me because I'll keep on asking questions.
No, Vaibhav, that is all. We are all fans here. So ye to sab hona hi hai. Don't worry about it. We are all in the same boat.
Okay.
Sab aise hi hai. Don't worry.
And today I am gonna perform song named Casual Road. So let's start. 3, 2, 1, go!
Rockstar. So Aryan is just like Tony Stark.
Exactly. And he has a musical edge over him.
Yeah, but Elon Musk is my idol.
Oh yeah, we know that.
इतना clarity 8 years में कैसे आ जाता है यार?
Very soon you
How
gonna
do you know that you want to
interview
be
him as
what?
well.
Like we are still wondering what we want to become, and at 8 years he knows he wants to do this, he wants to do this, he wants to do this. My God!
I decided that I read YouTuber when I was 1 year old.
Oh my God!
Yeah, see, Durga, you have inspiration at home itself.
When I discovered YouTube when I was 0.001%. When I was a 0.01 year old.
Awesome, Sid. You are all very experienced now. You all have like 9-10 years of experience behind you now. So that's awesome, Sid. Hi, Mukund.
Yeah.
Yeah. So thank you. Yes, wherever you can continue, but yeah.
Yeah. So, just one question that is coming in my mind is, um, like Kabir Das ji's writing ke alawa, like you guys also write your own lyrics and perform.
We've started doing that right now, but the thing is, lyrics are a very important part of a song, right? And when the lyrics of that, when we sing Kabir, the lyrics are so rich that to match that richness with our own lyrics is very difficult. But yeah, we do sometimes, somebody feels something, we put in as a verse. But it's not happened so far that, I mean, at least on stage, where we have completely composed a new song and things like that. Well, we've done it for some ad jingles and all that, but that is just a different thing. On live, we may just tweak it a little bit here and there. That's what. And also what we do is, sometimes, when it's in Malvi or Avdi, those languages are not easy for everybody to understand. So we may, pick up a word that's familiar in Hindi and try to use that. These are the small little changes that we do. Otherwise, we really don't hamper the lyrics as such.
Sir, how was experience posing to the music of the web series?
Oh, Arun, can you repeat your question, please?
Harshal Mehta. How was your experience composing the music for the web series of Harshal Mehta?
Oh, and it was a lovely experience. We gave 2 songs, out of which one song we had already performed in, and it's also there in our first album, which we released in 2016. So it was already a part of it. The second song we used to sing, but we had to make a little changes in that. So we added a little bit of we have added one verse in that song, and we've given that. But the experience was very enriching and very nice.
Thank you.
That happened, sir? Like, how you guys end up in that web series? Like, can you tell us that
Yeah,
story?
see, the thing is, we knew Hansal Mehta, the director of the web series. We knew him because we met him at an event called the GIFLIF. That happens. That's Great Indian Film and Literature Festival, right? And that is where he liked our music, and he said, "Someday when I think I would not want you one of your songs, I'll get in touch with you." And he had taken our numbers, and then he had this in mind, and then he called us, and things happened.
And that song completely suits with the season, right? With this.
Yeah. I know that song falls right in the especially Matkarma right at the end when that the scene of his death. I mean, I know it's a lot of people have written to us saying that they were touched and all of, and we are very grateful for that. We feel humbled and extremely grateful for that opportunity.
So, do you guys feel, because we as a fan feel like you guys have given a different dimension to Kabir Das ji, and I don't know whether I should say this or not, but वो कहते हैं ना कि उनको आगे ले गए उनका काम. So you guys have done this with to Kabir Das ji.
I think, Baba, the thing is, a lot of people are exploring Kabir very differently, to be honest. Right? I mean, I know Kabir has been earlier sung in the very folk formats or the extremely classical formats. But now, if you see, a lot of people are doing it in a very contemporary fashion as well. So, I mean, you have Vedant Bharadwaj, Bindu Malini, Narayana Swami. There are artists. There is, there are new bands as well, like Mantash and this. All, I mean, they're not exclusively doing Kabir, but they are taking Kabir 1 or 2 songs and reviving him in a different way. So there's a lot of great music, great revival happening of old poets by a lot of musicians.
So, like I have been, listening some beautiful artists from Iran, and these guys are just taking over of Rumi's work so beautifully. And so, yeah, you are absolutely right about it. People are taking those beautiful poets' work in this century, and we youngsters are getting connected with these music, this amazing words, lyrics. So that's beautiful. We have Shivo here. If Shiva would like to say a few words.
Vaibhav, I'm just enjoying your interaction. And just few moments back, I feel so much familiar with Mukund and so close to him that I was just little shocked few minutes back, thinking that I've never met him actually. And how come I know him so well and feel so close to him, and I haven't met him actually. That was very surprising. So, and I was so much enjoying uh, Areen interviewing Mukund. It was just fabulous. And I am sure Mukund has inspired him. And Mukund also wear the hat of being an engineer and then a musician. And what a perfect match it is. I mean, he also wears both the hats. And I'm also very shockingly surprised by the idea Mansi has seeded in that Areen creates an instrument. Maybe it will happen one day. So these kind of inspiring moments always can seed something which is unimaginable. So thank you, Mukund, for joining here and inspiring our kids.
Thank you so much, Shiva. Thank you so much for the opportunity. Thank you very much.
Shiva, I just, like, see, afterwards I put in the logic that yes, he invents other things. But what I saw was an instrument that you can't even say was a musical instrument when you looked at it. It looks so different. And so, yeah, thank you. Like, this is the field that everyone who joins in here creates. And that, you have created with Contour Live, but just everyone who comes, Mukund's energy is here, Weber's energy is here, everyone who's joining. And I feel that really creates something,
Oh,
seeds for the kids, in future. I really feel these blessings of everyone here, especially, the role model whom we are invited, like Sarika ji and Mukund, it really seeds something in this kid's life
and
that we may not
also,
see tomorrow, but we will see coming down over the
and
years.
Mansi, I also want to take this opportunity to further one of the ideas which we started to work just
Yes.
1 week back, and that was to create very modern kind of, like we
Contemporary.
used to have the Vedic rituals we used to have for in the praise of various gods and goddesses, and we want to have a very very modern version of, and we have put together a group where there are lyrics writers, and let's see what comes out of that. And when Weber was asking, you have started to write your own lyrics. So Mukund, maybe we'll come out with something. Let's see what happens. A very, very unique, modern manifestation of gods and goddesses as music. Like we have bhajans, but they will not be bhajans. It could be a rap song also. It could be a rap song on Ganesha or Ma Saraswati, or it could be something very different, a very
Right.
quanto dimension basically.
Yeah,
Shivaji?
sure, because you have also discovered. So, for example, Kubera people usually associate with wealth, right? Kubera means wealth or something like resources. But Shivo has explained that how it is related to ecosystems, which makes more sense, like how the ecosystem works and all. So, in these times, the gods and goddesses they are also evolving in their roles, and the bhajans that we have of the past don't quite reflect that sometimes. This changing, because as the universe is evolving, everything is evolving. So even the essence of the devas, devis, the masters, like if they came today, Kabir might even have something else to say today, right? Seeing how the world is. So that is what Shiva was alluding to. Am I making sense? Like, like today Kabir might have some new advice to give and to channel that also.
Mansi madam, one thing I want to add, madam.
Yes.
Mansi madam, music
Yes.
is pervading everywhere, madam. There are 77,000 ragas in the music. So we all should salute the music, which is all pervading, like Ponto life vibration.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
77,000 ragas. Can you imagine, madam, in India?
Yeah,
Everywhere.
and perhaps more are ready to be born. Maybe there
We
are
have
more
not
there.
explored. We know only few hundreds, but we have to explore other ragas also. So in morning, one music is good. Afternoon, one music is good. Evening, one music is good. Shivaji and Mansi madam, is it correct?
Yes, and I think yeah, and but I think there are new ragas and new things that are wanting to be Shiva. Would you agree, Mukund? What do you think? Do you all think that there are new?
Yeah, because we are in such different times. These kind of times were not there. I mean, they never existed. The kind of times we have in past 25 years, so they demand something different, a different manifestation.
Mukund, what do you feel?
See, in
Yeah, Manji, I think even as we speak, there are people coming out with different things. The ragas are basically structures. They are
Right.
an structure that brings out an emotion that and hence brings out life. And today people are seeing the same traditional raga in a lot of different ways and using it differently. So as we speak, definitely a different image. Maybe the raga is the same, but a different image of it is coming forth. So definitely a lot of things is happening as we speak right now.
So Mansi,
Mukundji?
Dhara is here.
Yeah. Yes, there are video on Kijiye. You did it for a second. I saw you and then you were gone.
No, I did it for a bit and then I realized I'm just getting out of the car and I'm doing the other activities and it's not quite nice. So I just switched it off. Actually, I'm thankful to Weber for spotting me.
And I'm sorry, like I didn't tell you, and I just spotlighted you. And
No, that's not a problem. Don't worry. It's all normal. Don't worry.
thank you. So we are glad to have you here too.
She's used to the
Thank you.
spotlight.
No, I'm not used to spotlight, but I'm just used to being a part of the Quanto thing, which I've been a little away from. But yeah, it's always good to be a part of this space.
Dhara, I was thinking of you so much in the previous session. I was like, I should have written to you because we had Aaron's sister interviewing Sarika ji, and we all had a drawing session, and we all we all channeled the quantum vibrational fields, and then I was remembering how you had done it. How you had been in the invocation, and yeah, so we had a short time, we had a few minutes, and so Sarika, I don't know if Sarika is still here, but she was making this amazing painting, and I was just thinking about you. I should have written to you that come earlier.
Today, this whole setup, I think Dirga has always been this thing. She told me that, this thing is happening. Why don't you join? I said, oh yeah, I should. So, and I think all this conspired.
Wait, I thought you knew all this. I had no idea that,
I didn't know. Dirga
also introduced us. Dirga also introduced us to you,
Yeah.
Introduced us to Mukund. So she is...
Dirga is always
the connector, the grand bridge, rainbow bridge.
She's just my sister from another mother, that's all. That's all I have to say. And of course, Mukund will not say this, but thank you for having him here to talk. I think he'll just be
I have one
great.
Yeah, and we
After
want
that,
to, we really want to see both of you. We haven't seen you all in a long time. Love to see
Yes,
both of
yes,
you.
yes. I know this session is designed to be of a certain nature, but I just will take one more minute. 10th December is the date of the Vidhi, so I will officially put it on our Conto this thing and share a Zoom link for whoever who can't make it. So yeah.
Oh, so is this a formal wedding invite?
This isn't, but it'll. Of course, okay, you can take this to be one, but yes, I will put it on our Conto
Awesome.
commune.
We
Yeah.
But we would love to join in.
Shivo and
Congratulations.
Yuta, of course, I'm going to call personally. Mukund wants to meet Shivo a lot. Maybe I told him we should go to Arohi once. I'll ask Dirga also if she can join.
You all should
I was just
definitely
going to say
get
that
Dirga.
let's
हम भी
go.
आएंगे
Yes, you're most welcome.
Yeah. In fact, I was going to speak to Mukund about this tomorrow, that let's go to Arohi.
So we have a couple of people who have raised the hand. Kalpana, did you have a question? Or was that? Shivo, Weber, anything else? Or anyone else has a question or would like to say something? You're most welcome to.
I'm good. I got what I wanted.
I had a question for Mukund. He was doing this series of healing music in between, which he hasn't been doing for a while. Is he planning to restart it is he planning to restart?
Hi Dirga. Yeah, I do plan to restart. Just in fact, I was starting. I had planned it a week or 10 days back, but then the album work just got up and it just caught on, and I've been too much into that. So once we get this through, and like probably from December or something, I could start. So that's why I'm just waiting for that.
Mukund, can you share a little bit about what it is, and then we will also share the link of that on our group so that people know.
It's about the idea is simple as to a raga or a song in itself has a lot of purposes apart from speaking about a deity or speaking about a spiritual thing. It also reflects on some emotions. Like every raga can, like, there is a raga for anxiety. So if you're anxious, there's a raga that can help you ease that fear. Similar. So all these ragas are meant to enhance some emotions as to suppress some emotions. So just a little bit on that. That's what I used to do. And I stopped. I did it I had like some 20 episodes, and then I stopped it in between. Now, after the third album, I would start that again. Yeah.
Mukund, what is the raga you hold closest to your heart? I know there might be many. Can you tell
There
us?
are a lot, but I love Kalavati, and there's a small story behind that because this was, I think this is way back when I was in college, and it was a dance performance, and in a dance performance, entire the attention span is on the dancer, and then after that, if there's anything left, then it goes to the mridangist, who's the percussionist, right? Then comes the singer, and at the end comes the violinist, because that's how the sequence goes. And my friend, whose mother is a doctor in dance, I was performing with them, and he used to always take pride in saying that, his brother-in-law happens to be a very good violinist. And he's like, when my brother-in-law played at a concert for a dance program, he got an applause. And that used to always be there in the back of my head. And that particular performance, it so happened that, we are supposed to play the rag, like Kalavati was a song, the dancer had to change her sari and things like that. So there was more time, and they wanted me to just play something. And I played, and I got an applause. And that was the first time when I had like goosebumps. So that's one memory that's like really close to me, and hence I like that song, like that rag very, very much.
So what is the Kalavati? I know I'm going to Google Kalavati as soon as we are done, but can you tell us something about? And another thing I want to mention that because I have also seen those clips on Facebook that you used to post of these healings, and you're an amazing storyteller. You're an amazing storyteller. So can you tell us something about that raga? Like how it is? Is it a what is the emotion usually? So for you, the emotion was, the connecting to the audience and maybe the elation, the goosebumps and all. But what is this raga? What is the
It
emotion of the raga?
joy.
Joy.
Kalavati.
Okay.
So lot of people, even when we speak of it in a spiritual sense, a lot of people relate Kalavati to Krishna, or when he was when he was playing around with the gopis and doing all kinds of masti
It's
there.
the Sharad Purnima kind of the ras kind, like the
Yeah, I mean,
Maharas.
that is one. I mean, I'm talking about one aspect. I mean, there are multiple aspects about a rag, and I mean, there are people who spend hours and hours dedicating to research more about these. But this is what I normally used to, because I've not researched so much. I normally like to go with the feel that I experience when I'm playing something, and I think for me it's completely joy.
Is there any Hindi song which relates to that, which has that raga?
There will be, and I had it in my head. I just cannot recall, but there are.
Okay.
There are a lot of songs in that rag as well.
Yeah.
I have a
Yeah, sorry
question.
for digressing. I just got very interested
Not
in it.
at all.
Because I feel that shows so much
have a
about a
question,
musician,
Manya.
right? What a raga really does to them. Because I know I have one of my best friends, her favorite is Malkons. And, some people it's Malhar. So you really know, I feel you know so much about a musician by the raga they hold dearest to their heart.
Yes, of course.
Over to you, Vaibhav. I just jumped in.
Mansi, it is always pleasure to hear you. So, what else?
We should definitely invite them again. So, Vaibhav, and Palash had something to say, but Mukund and Dhara, we really hope to see you all again for a longer time.
Sure.
I know you're very busy with the album, but when you are done with that, please come and talk to us about it.
Maybe we want to have a session on ragas and popular.
Yeah, Shiva, मुझे ऐसे लगता है ना, because for me, when you say Malcolms, I'm like, what? And then you are like, Man Tarapat, then I'm like, yes. That would be great.
Yes.
It's like ना किसी को जाने को. Yeah, Shiva, now I think we have just gotten greedy. Like I have gotten greedy. I don't want everyone to go because it's feeling so good to be together right now. है ना, Vaibhav?
मुझे मुकुंद के लिए गाना गाने का है। जीना यहाँ जरा हट के जरा बच के है बॉम्बे मेरी जा है दिल है मुश्किल जीना यहाँ जरा हट के जरा बच के है बॉम्बे मेरी जा.
Wow,
Love you,
that's so
Palash.
That's so lovely.
Love you, Palash.
पलाश तो मेरे लिए रोल मॉडल है सच में.
ये जिले से मिले आके कोई रात में गहरा नारी करो क्या उसकी जिसने तुम्हें बनाया.
पलाश एक कबीर कफे का सुना दो ना, थोड़ा एक आध दो लाइन कुछ कबीर कफे का सुना दो ना.
हल्की गाड़ी गा ले पलाश.
हल्की गाड़ी आपको राम गाड़ी वल्ले. हल्की गाड़ी आपको राम गाड़ी वल्ले. हल्की गाड़ी आपको राम गाड़ी वल्ले.
क्या बात.
Mukund, you should bring him on stage on one of the concerts.
Next time, whenever he's there, I'll get him for sure.
I'll speak to Rohini.
Yeah, and if he knows also the song and all, now he's like total stage stopper.
मजे की बात बताऊं, जब ये आवड़ी में आया तो लोगों ने पूछे, इसमें बोला मैं डांस करूंगा, तो लोगों ने कहा तुम कौन सा डांस करते हो, तो पता है इसने क्या बोला, मैं
क्या?
खतरनाक डांस करता हूँ, खतरनाक डांस करता हूँ, और वास्तव में उसने खतरनाक डांस किया है।
लोग कथक करते हैं, ये खतरनाक करता है, सही बेस्ट।
खतरनाक डांस।
Palash, you are my role model.
Thank you.
Love you.
Mansi madam,
Love
can I
you,
ask one question?
Palash.
Love you, Palash.
Love you.
मैं
Mansi
मुकुंद
madam,
के घर
can
पे
I-
आओगे मेरे साथ? आओगे?
How old is
मैं
Palash,
लेके
Rohini? Abnas is asking how old is Palash.
How he will be 5 this November.
Oh my
Cutie?
God. He will be
Cutie pie.
5 in November. This is a little Buddha we have here. Baby Buddha. Shubhu, shall we close? मेरा तो मन नहीं कर रहा है किसी को जाने देने का.
Mansi madam, can I ask one question to Mukundji?
Okay, Venkat.
Mukundji, I have a question to you, sir.
Sure.
There are so many ragas in India, no, sir. When you compare to Western music, like Michael Jackson or Justin Bieber, how these people sing songs? By invoking some ragas like India, or they have different, how their lyrics will be composed by the ragas in Western music, sir? Can you please tell me, sir?
So the thing is, I mean, when we look at music holistically, it's all one. I mean, we all learn it. We try to understand it differently. That's where in Carnatic or Hindustani classical music, you have ragas. In Western, you have nodes and different things. And there are also there are a lot of musicians who are self-taught. As in, they will just take a guitar or a keyboard, they'll play chords, they'll understand chord progressions. The thing is, how music comes to an individual is very different. At the same time, how you break it down on the basis of what knowledge you have. Like there are a lot of people who are self-taught, they will just know chords and they will break down the music in terms of only chords. Right? When you're a classical musician, you will break it down in terms of ragas, in terms of our saptaswaras and all that stuff. So the fascinating thing is there are a lot of people who have no knowledge of ragas, who have no knowledge of things. They may just know few chords, but they will just come up with some amazing tune and compose great music. That is also possible. And there are also great musicians who have a complete knowledge of maybe the Western music or the classical music and know things in detail, and they make amazing music too.
And to add up to that, I have sung more than 600 songs in Star Maker app, sir. Hindi, English, and Telugu. I sang more than 700 songs.
Great.
Mukund, what you just said is what has endeared you to, like, we have really fallen in love with you. I think that speaking of me, I may be a fan of music, but I'm even more a fan of who people really are. And I still remember that we had asked you, we hardly knew you, Dhara had just introduced you. And, we asked you about, someone asked a question that all these kids are listening to these new kinds of music, which have these kind of lyrics, or not lyrics, but, they are like not classical based. And you said, music is music. And you said something and you included how that is also music. And, the snobbishry that we sometimes might find in a classical musician who has so experienced and all, that was completely not there in you. And you were just embracing of every kind of music. And you were like, how everything serves a purpose. And I think that is when we fell in love with you. I think.
Thank you so much, Mansi. Thank you very much.
So I think that we might have to close today and let Mukund go. But Dhara and Mukund, only with the promise that you all both are coming very soon, okay?
100%.
Dhara, तुम कहाँ हो? मुझे तुम्हारी भी yes सुननी है.
100% Mansi.
ठीक है, अभी तुम बहुत already बहुत time हो गया है. Dirga भी है, we will like Vaibhav भी है, and Shiva is also there. We will like really meet soon, okay?
100%. 100%.
Okay. Oh,
Thank you very
so
much.
much for coming and
Thank you
blessing
very
our
much.
kids.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Thank you, everyone. So,
Thank you.
also,
Yeah.
I want to announce, like, we have Pankaj Roy, sir, the head of IMI, and he's taking a session on his upcoming course on filmmaking. So, if anyone wants to join,
Yeah, we
please,
are all going to
all
go
are
there. So
welcome.
please join us, okay? Please join us. He's an amazing storyteller with amazing stories. So we'll go there, okay? Thank you. We'll end this
Bye.
meeting now.
Thank you, Mansi. Thank you, Vaibhav.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Hi, Aaron. You rock, bro.
Mansi Sarika's painting we need to see before we close.
She is not here actually. So we will see on the this, okay?
No worries, no worries.